Check the stats, check the numbers, check the script. The game stay rigged and the timeline get flipped. UFOs in the sky, the cipher locking in. Peel back the veil, let the truth seeking begin. Roll with me.
From your team, get rolling there.
The ball stopped rattling in and out.
That helps usually in basketball.
When there's 5 of those shots in a quarter, it's a little odd.
All right, for sure. Second half.
What was that movie? I think it took place with the Washington Huskies or something. No, maybe that's a different movie. There's a basketball movie about that where they put a little electronic chip in the ball, and every time I got near the rim, they would make it rattle off.
I wish I knew, and I totally believe you. I totally believe you.
Zone was good for us in the second quarter. We slowed them down, held them to whatever 18 points in the second quarter. Zone was good.
So you mean to tell me that Duke is up 72-70 with just 10 seconds left in this game, and they have the basketball, and all they need to do is hold on to the ball to win this game? And before I show you what they do on the inbound, take a look at this context first. Because as you can see, according to Kalshi, 96% of the market expected Duke to win this game, with over $36 million being traded. Meaning that if UConn somehow found a way to win this game, the sportsbooks would make millions of dollars and the public would lose. So of course this miracle of a play happens right here, where UConn decides instead of just holding the ball right here and winning the game up by 2 points, they're going to try to push the ball up the court, and they throw a turnover. And of course that turnover led to a 3-pointer at the buzzer to win the game for UConn, so that the public would lose out on millions of dollars.
If you've ever gone to a Harlem Globetrotters game, they don't miss from beyond half court. Anybody who's played basketball knows it doesn't matter how much you practice. You can't be perfect from beyond half court. It means they have technology to ensure outcomes, and you just saw it here with Mr. Indiana's nearly half-court splash.
We speak different languages. Huh? We have different faces, but inside we are same, but different, but still same.
Did you know that wrestling and football share something in common? They both have the same license. Entertainment license, that is. Did you know that the NFL is scripted, like being in a TV show or a film? I find that to be strange and weird. But why would it be scripted? Share this video with someone you love, care, and respect. Curious to know your thoughts in the comments section.
Arian Foster recently said on a podcast the NFL is scripted. So we decided to ask players what was their script they got when they were drafted.
My script was that they told me that I was going to tear my ACL my rookie year, and I was actually kind of mad when I saw that, you know? Like, I read my script, and it said, listen, you're going to tear your ACL the last regular season game. And I was sad, because that means I missed the Super Bowl and wasn't able to play it.
My script, it was pretty long. I didn't know if I was going to make the league because, you know, trying to learn something like that was pretty tough.
Say, my script been pretty crazy because this is my 4th year in the NFL, and I've been in 3 Super Bowls. So when I walked in, day one, they was like, this what they handed me. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take that one right there. I'm going to take the 3 appearances in full.
I mean, my script was supposed to be making $100 million, but it didn't happen that way, so they lied to me.
The NFL is scripted. According to Arian Foster, it's scripted. And it brings me back to Super Bowl 51 when we're down 28-3. We're in the locker room, and they throw us the script for this amazing comeback. I'm sitting here like, these writers are out of their mind. No one's going to believe this.
Right.
And we went out and executed, and you know, it looked good. And then the next year, I saw on the script in March that I had to tear my ACL going forward, missed the 2017.
I'm going to tell y'all some crazy. The year that I got cut, and some athletes, I told athletes, hey, man, I feel like our season getting sabotaged. That's just how I feel. There's no way that we should be running the same exact plays. I remember going into Coach Garrett's office, asking, hey, man, you know, I look forward to the game plan. Why am I lining up in the same place each and every week? Like if these guys on the other side not getting paid.
So did you guys know every play before the ball was snapped?
I'm just saying, man, the game ain't decided on the field. That's all I'm going to say. Like I said, I predict who's going to be in the Super Bowl. It ain't about who has the best players. Football is entertainment.
There be times in the game I line up, I know I'm one-on-one. Dak don't even look my way. So many times on film, it was so many times on film, so that ball was not coming to me.
You guys won the Super Bowl wasn't because of your outstanding defense. It was because that's the way it was predetermined. That's what you're.
Well, I mean, if our defense was so outstanding, why we couldn't beat the Saints that year? Saints beat us twice. So why did the Oakland Raiders say we're gonna go in with the Saints game plan? Because they had Deuce McCall, they ran the ball down our throat. Why didn't they come in and say we're gonna do the same thing?
All right, D.
Now there's no more on the talk.
Well, we don't know what else to say.
Yeah. So they at least gave me a script. I don't want to speak for nobody else. I don't want to speak for the team, but they gave me a script, and unfortunately, when I read it, during camp, I'm like, bro, we can only win 3 games. Like, I was pissed about that. So yeah, like when I seen that script, I was definitely mad because I knew what was gonna happen all season, man. I hate when they do that, tell us what to do, what's gonna go on, how the season's gonna go, because they're like, yeah, man, you gotta pack your bags up early, Cancun, Cabo, whatever it is, but here's the script, bro.
And of course, after the fact, he has to post up this post right here to downplay what he said, and then says that he was joking or trolling, right? And this is what these people do. Every single time they have to give you some truth, and then they backtrack on it. This should help you realize how scripted and rigged all of these sports leagues are. The NFL, NBA, MLB, college sports are all scripted and rigged.
Virtually every team owner gambles on football teams?
Well, I'm saying that no fewer than 26.
That's
NFL team owners have documented ties. Past and present NFL team owners have documented business ties to either the gambling community and or the organized crime syndicate. I'm also saying that no fewer than 70 NFL games have been fixed.
Now that's pretty rough stuff. You're saying no fewer than 70 NFL games have been fixed. You mean the outcome, the point spread, what?
I'm saying the points were shaved and thereby fixed.
The King James Bible was published in 1611. And here's LeBron, who's going to tie Robert Parrish today versus old team, the Miami Heat, with 1,611 games played. And, of course, when LeBron won the only finals for the Cavs, he did it on the real King James's birthday, June 19th, something we called out at the start of that season, why LeBron would win the finals on that day in Game 7. Again, all the haters were laughing at me when LeBron was down 3-1, and I said, well, hey, now's a good time to get those 40-1 odds on the comeback. Life-changing money for a lot of people who aren't morons. I still remember the comment section talking about how people bought their first car, paid off all their debt, everything. So anyway, he's going to tie it at 16-11. And how many days is it after Robert Parrish's birthday? Well, he's age 72, and it's 201 days after his birthday. Does that remind you of any order? Maybe the order that gave us the language and the calendar, and who's responsible for the rigged March Madness tournament and pretty much everything else you see going on in this world? To remind you, the first ever Jesuit Pope, Pope Francis, installed at age 72. The first to live in Suite 201 at the Vatican. Of course, the small way, Jesuit Orders 72. The big way, the Jesuit Orders 201. And there's a million more of those connections to the Jesuits in their history. But yeah, 201 days after Robert Parrish's 72nd birthday. And what is a parish? Doesn't a parish relate to a church? Like how we're on the Catholic Church's calendar, speaking their language. The calendar implemented by the Jesuit priest Christopher Clavius. So yeah, let's also not forget that the Holy Bible equals 201, just like the Jesuit order. And in light of King James, the Jesuits tried to kill him, remember? The Jesuits tried to kill King James on November 5th. They installed Jesuit-educated Trump in a very big tribute to King James back on November 5th, 2024. And don't forget who told you there were going to be assassination stories on that campaign trail way before any of them happened. All hoaxes, by the way. All made up bullshit by the numbers, by the way. The stuff that fools people that shouldn't be fooled. They should be well aware of the game. But yeah, look at this. King James, born in 1566. Don't forget that LeBron equals 66. LeBron James equals 66. Protestant Bibles are 66 books in length.